I am so sorry. I didn't realize I was muted. Luckily, I never say anything important. But hello. This is the latest stop on our Remedy Games journey. Viper played this a little bit, I believe. But I have not. I've only played the first couple hours of this game like 5 years ago. Do apparently so. I don't know the specifics. I'm gonna take the gamble and leave the copyrighted music on. The previous game that we played, Quantum Break, which filmed a live action show that would play during the game. Uh, the videos are, or at least my first stream of it, YouTube blocked from people from seeing because there was a song. So currently, the VOD being up is the only way to watch that. I'm just stalling again. Let's go with medium. Well, I don't know the specifics. Again, uh, I was interested in this game when it came out because I'm a big fan of the SCP Foundation, which is a wiki, which is basically a
Warning.
creepypasta wiki.
This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am.
This screensaver goes hard.
I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing.
Yeah, he is our Sage here is our resident guidepost for the for this little
In one
journey.
room, and there's a poster on the wall.
His autism will
We
show us
stare
the
at
truth.
it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie. What is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed.
Oh dear.
But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world.
You
We
know,
all feel safe.
when I played Alan Wake for the first time, I didn't know that it was by the
But
same people, but I detected that it was
something
similar
falls
to the
out from
first two
behind
Max
the
Paynes.
poster. And the ones that see it happen.
Give me a second. That might be a little too loud. But this game, I was unable to sniff anything out when I played it before.
Freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Sadly, even if they get the rights to Quantum Break, we will not be able to follow up on evil Lance Reddick and his evil schemes. I probably would have connected that eventually. I was also yapping. Yeah. There's nobody here. Seems like a government building. Unauthorized weapons, laptops, watches, phones. Anything smart. Representations of an archetypal concept. This is the stuff that's very SCP coded. I would hope that they improved on it. When I went to jury, the last time I had jury duty, it was the big federal courthouse, and they don't allow phones in there. And I had to be driven there because the car was busted. So I had to track down a payphone when I was done with jury duty to have someone pick me up. I could have also asked someone to borrow their phone, but I'm not talking to a human. That's cringe. Is that the same guy as here? I don't think. Is that the same fucking guy? Is that the guy? Is that fucking Paul? I think there's like one remaining payphone downtown.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
Oh. Interesting. Pretzels. Oh. Rest in peace. Shark. To kill. Thank you. Salvador. At least that's short. At least we didn't. They didn't try to make me read a full list of like preparations for a protest or a whole ass email chain.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, niin Johan helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Oh, I can see that. James McCaffrey. Okay. Thank you. Oh, holy shit! Thank you. That is very generous for someone like me who has no tangible rewards yet. I just thought that he looked vaguely like what's his name, Aidan Gillen, and I still have trauma from that boss fight. What does that say? Dr. Darling. But thank you very much for the sub, Blackstone.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
But when I was brainstorming my my TV show idea of like a fake paranormal department, I kind of was thinking about this game as like the pilot could be like basically this. They break into this place, but there's nothing in there. They just make it look spooky so that people go away.
You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
It's good to know that when there's an emergency, the front doors don't lock in any way. What's going on? Not to be disturbed. Can't trust them. Not a thing. That sounds like a boss. I was thinking about hello?
Shit.
weapon? Really? Something's outside.
Is she talking to me?
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
I did see that. Yes. I had seen something about AWE when I was doing very light research. You know, dictating the director based on owning a gun is about the most American thing I can imagine.
The same gun. Okay, now I have a gun.
Thinking about it yesterday, and like I think Remedy does struggle with final bosses because of the 4 games that we played. 3 of them have bad final bosses. Max Payne 3 doesn't count. Oh no, they're armed now.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what?
Understood every word is a bit generous.
Happy to be here.
Well, in Max Payne 1 and 2 and Quantum Break, the final boss just involves like stuff that never happened before. That you like, it's not testing you on your knowledge of like previous fights, because it just threw new shit at you that didn't happen. And Paul's explosions are poorly conveyed. Hi.
You can't let this happen. 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 You can't let this happen.
Let me disable the ray tracing. I think that's slowing shit down.
Get the fuck away!
As many security personnel, the Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Did the Hiss target individuals? Combat training. The object will determine discovered inside the oldest house, the room that is now used as director's office. Mjolnir, Excalibur.
Objects of power can cause or be results of.
Oh no, that's just the thing we watched. Let me see. It's only a minute.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example
Of course.
of OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
I refuse to believe that a government agency has this much funding. There's only so much science fiction I can take.
Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
Says the dead man. Okay.
Life will meet you there, don't be late. She's turning 46. Department Z is tentatively what I call my show idea. But the idea would be that it's full of stuff that looks like this, but none of it actually does anything or work. They just expect inspectors to come in and then leave. Wasn't anything. Sherman Ranch. I know that there's a scene where they have to show the higher ups a body that was allegedly like turned to goo by an alien ray gun, but is actually just gelatin. And while it would be very unusual for the inspector to put a finger to it and taste it, they don't actually have a counter plan in place for that. So they'd be boned if the guy's a weirdo.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps.
I do not know.
Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe.
I assume it's real.
3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Did these pictures change and now that she's the boss? That's convenient. Rising costs, mold eradication, new supplier of coffee filters, rather. I only remember a couple tidbits from when I played this. I also wasn't giving it my full attention at the time. Okay. I do know that a later document says that the reason that the packaging is this way is so that they know when reality is shifted. If they'll immediately be able to tell that these have changed, as opposed to more complex branding.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
She came from across the sea, like a bolt of lightning.
Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964, as we strive for transparency and excellence. If they do not leave, ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? Or how'd you find this place? There's no such thing as too suspicious. Oh, this is the thing I was talking about.
If you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1.
A Bureau-made anthology television program. I just don't have the energy to like voice act everything. Ah! Oops. I was thinking about Max Payne 3 and how basically all of the elements of the Max Payne games that they kept didn't mesh well with the modern like cover shooter design. Because it basically had almost no like regenerative healing. You still use the painkillers, which means that you could be SOL if you don't have any, which is the problem that was solved, is why they started introducing the regenerating health.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place.
Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
And
That babbles
the bullet
contagious.
time,
It burrows in like
instead of doing crazy John Woo shit, most of the time you're activating slow-mo so that you can awkwardly pop out of cover and have a middle-aged, overweight man shoot at someone. That's good to know. I thought I could get the drop on him. Quantum Break was bad about that, about making you pick up stuff.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place.
We have the
Is the
melee
hiss your enemy?
as well, but that's about it.
It's our enemy.
Now it's blue.
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh, the Pope's calling us, I think.
With the Bureau. Are you still sane?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope. Emily Pope. Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden. Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow...
I was not ready for her white woman haircut.
Hiss? That works? Somehow the hiss managed
It's
to
so
infiltrate the building
powerful.
without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown, before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
Yes. I can try.
I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together.
Give me 1 second. Boost it a little.
Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
This is not the most successful yoga I've ever seen. Let me turn that down again.
It didn't work. The hiss has...
The most notable distinction is the fact that they levitate. Like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Conceptual materials.
Too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a...
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think
He's in the dark place.
Suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hedron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the Hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lock in place.
We have this game, and after this game, there's Alan Wake 2, and after that, there's...
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications.
There's Firebreak, the multiplayer one. Am I missing one, or is that the ones we have left? That is true. She does look like that.
But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the Hiss destroy it all.
I'm glad that they have a way to call Batman. That's what I was most concerned about.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back
Through
here
the
once you have
mailroom.
Thanks, Emily.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Let's learn some shit.
Where did the Hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I'd need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that.
Scanning brain.
I think I will.
Oh no, it went everywhere.
Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly?
This is a really violent scanner.
This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it.
You know, this is
Thanks.
pretty similar to talking to real life people that have this haircut, to be honest.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Okay.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
He definitely shit his pants and is trying to play it off. Okay. The map's a little confusing, but that's fine. I haven't decided what we're doing in regards to that, but I'd be down.
There it is again. A welcome message.
We might take a hiatus and deal with Firebreak another time. It's still being worked on, so I'm not worried about losing access to it just yet. But I'll definitely take that under advisement. Well, the problem is that I'm bad at following signs in real life, so I don't know how much this is helping. Data center, mold removal. Like how Persona 5, the opening of Persona 5, like when you first arrive in Tokyo, the puzzle is basically trying to navigate the public transit map and figure out where the fuck you're supposed to go. It's possible that was the reasoning, that they intended you to follow the signs as part of the design. That might be true. I know you can't control building shit, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks. Oh no, a devious lick! They stuck the bathroom! From the right to a nice shitter. Can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. Ooh. Modern technology tends to disappear. I am curious about something. Okay, so that was copyrighted music. I think I'll leave the copyrighted music off. Assuming that there's no big set pieces featuring like a jamming song. I was following the map again, that's on me. Let's start over. Sometimes you get copyright claimed for music that is part of the game's original soundtrack, but they've copyrighted some of the songs anyway. That happened in God of War a couple times, where it was not playing like an established song, but it was just part of the game's original soundtrack, and it still was yelling at me about it. Dead letters. Okay. Oh, I just missed this the first time. That's my bad. Self-defense! Self-defense! That definitely... Oh, okay, never mind. We should not go in there, despite how inviting it looks. Yes, barrier. Green. actual path is over here. Oh fuck, words. I don't remember getting much further than this. So I guess we'll see.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Amazing. I'm glad. Do we get to add a floppy disk to our arsenal?
Communications. We're on the right track.
I know you're supposed to not copy that floppy, but I think we have to in this case. I'm sorry. I don't know why that was funny to me.
Object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
No. Why would I have? We can do that in a second. Oh, there is crouching. Okay. Him dying from having like a fucking fire extinguisher thrown at his head was so funny, and I don't know why. Don't Copy That Floppy was a campaign against piracy in back in the 90s. Even though nowadays it sounds more like a personal problem.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Guys, we have to wait to get back to the bathroom. Before I go to the bathroom, I want to pause a second. Give me one moment. Because early or late last year, I was watching Young Justice, the cartoon, and I was perusing the wiki, and I found something really funny. Me. Oh, hang on. So there was this character called Danny Chase, uh, and basically all that's relevant is that he appeared in the most recent season of Young Justice, and his wiki article goes like this: pre-surgery, as you can see, and post-surgery. Get cubed, idiot. they, they put his ass in a box. Why did they phrase it as post-surgery? Okay, I'll be right back. how did your gender affirmation surgery go? What does it look like? I'm turning me into a fucking hell cube. I think about that at least 3 times a week. Because I have no idea why the wiki editors chose to phrase it that way. That's really satisfying, I will say. The floppy disk is now bound.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Yeah, the environmental destruction is pretty robust so far. This man got... Oh no, it's the engineer from TF2. But the guy who got laid out here was killed in the line of duty by a floppy disk. Oh dear. It was chilly night in the cafeteria. That's not even the worst public restroom I've ever been in. This Ranger. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Was that the guy? Yeah, got fucking owned by a fire extinguisher. I hope so.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Glad that there's open world might be the wrong term in the way it gets used, but I'm glad that I can go back and look for stuff later. All right. Personal mods. Hello? What's over here?
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years.
I was hoping that we could play this while I was walking around, but I guess not.
Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below him. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But When I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange.
They don't look
Something
good.
you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight will be.
Okay.
Had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena.
Oh wait, no, that was just the way back down. Although actually,
This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon.
it's like Metal Gear. Now there's a bunch of doors we couldn't open before.
In room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this
Oh shit.
Order room 47.
This is the worst employee orientation I've ever been to. Ranger First Class Coleman. Let me see. I'm thinking we go a couple more hours because I do have that convention tomorrow. Oh shit, purple stuff. I like the more Metroidvania sensibilities to it.
They can fly now. Great.
Oh, Tomasi, his name was in the documents. Nope. I don't know what I thought that would accomplish. Well, it also means, unlike the previous games, that I can go back and look at boring documents that I missed. Yep. This game decided that it's not going to tolerate you half paying attention. I think that I might not have gotten past this part.
They can fly now. Great.
Nope. I've got the right idea, though. I don't think I selected a difficulty. Unless I'm stupid and I did. Oh, hello. I'm not going to use any of these. But I appreciate the accessibility options. That's something I think is important, and that developers have only started like universally trying to deal with recently.
They can fly now. Great.
Oh, I'm losing currency of some variety when I die. They're coming with me. 10% of your source every time you die. I'd much rather play this than Borderlands 4, to be honest. I kind of got... I feel like Borderlands kind of has long since like passed the point of innovation with their gameplay style. I don't think they're adding anything to it. And Randy Pitchford's kind of an asshole. I played the shit out of 1 and 2. But not really much beyond that. When there were concerns that Borderlands would be $80, after saying that the price point hadn't been decided yet, he was like, honestly, real fans will find a way to buy it. I worked my ass off when I was a kid for games that were only slightly less expensive than $80. It was like that's great if you don't know what inflation is. Real fans. Fuck off. Woo! Well, he is the man who accidentally left a thumb drive at a restaurant.
Should be past the mailroom.
And I think there were a couple of like sensitive, there was some sensitive company data in there, but the interesting part is that the main thing that was on there was a video. Should I tell this or not? I just realized that when I was in the middle of, when I was about to say it, that I don't know if saying it's a good idea. A video of a woman squirting, and he, instead of admitting that, instead of taking the L or saying I'll try to do better, he went on a tour defending this, saying that he was not watching it for erotic purposes, but because he believed that it would, he wanted to know how she did the magic trick. I was like, man, just admit that that's... Come on. And he still, to this day, insists that he was just trying to decipher how she did it, and not for any pornographic purposes.
All right, take this down.
This woman is a magician.
has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
I don't remember how Ted Cruz handled that when he was found liking porn. I do not recall that. I remember it happening, but I don't remember how he responded. What was I doing? I didn't remember that either of those factoids. No. Man. This man ate my son. So it sounds like this Tomasi guy was kind of a dickhead. My ability to consistently go the wrong way is amazing. Was traced to a home in the city of Butt.
The hotline can't be far now.
Someone who finds words very scary. This is a spooky game. What supplement? I know that's not how it's pronounced. Custodians.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream Logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with the black pyramid.
Oh.
been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Hello? Anyone here?
Again. Reverse the motel.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
Made it. After almost 2 hours, we answered a phone. Oops. Okay. This place is not OSHA compliant at all. I think I've got to avoid those guys. You know, if there's people who like click on this, who click on Twitch streams to see someone be good at video games, they must be so mad when they stumble here. We don't serve that here. Well dialed, Director.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench.
Hey, where'd your red go?
Listen to him. He feels more like an...
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth. No one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown of fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
Stay on topic.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a brain cloud making me forget. The hotline. I must reach the hotline.
Rest in peace, James McCaffrey. He was a bona fide legend.
A director needs...
No, that's the one I saw already.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board.
You can check out anytime you want, but you can never leave.
To visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in. Something's coming. The whispers growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. A retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau. Everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts? Dimming my eyes? It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
Echo.
Thank you for that, for tolerating that brief interlude.
Ring, ring. It's Dr. Darling calling. In 1978, a comms department intern heard the hotline ring and picked it up, going against every safety protocol in the manual. She never recovered, and the handful of witnesses required extensive memory repression therapy. It is a phone. It's an object of power.
I like to think that the
It doesn't
actor
connect to any
insisted
typical
on the bow tie.
A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
An Echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily. People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Okay. So I was right that it connects here, but I came here too soon. It wasn't open yet. That's interesting. If the intent is to make you rely less on the map and more on the signs, to learn the layout yourself. Yeah. Souls-likes generally aren't lumped in as Metroidvanias, even though lots of them follow that model, but the same thing in Dark Souls. When you realize, hey, this brings me all the way back here. And then Dark Souls finds some new way to fuck you. Not every Souls-like game. Demon Souls is not a Metroidvania. That's just a series of linear levels that you can choose between, like Mega Man. Oh, wrong way.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Why is it...
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training,
I mean, I feel like they don't have a say in the in the way this shit's designed, but like...
All that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is.
I've heard that before.
We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great.
It always feels like it's about to be a place where you can make a choice, but then she just does it.
Get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Oh, I thought she meant run tests right now. Commissioner Gordon.
Hi, Jesse.
Okay, there's nothing new there.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know. Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Excuse me. Oh, there's side quests? And we get materials. Honestly, at this point, I just kind of roll my eyes when I'm in a game and I start opening chests that contain materials, because most of the time it's implemented so poorly. But I'm hoping that there's an interesting spin on it here.
Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
The situation's getting worse.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing a couple weeks ago. Trench was furious. You don't think Darling...
Don't be stupid. What would the Bureau's golden child have to gain from killing the boss?
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Okay.
A lot of these questions could be answered by obtaining a live specimen.
Here? But we don't have the proper facilities.
Maybe we can bring in an observation unit from the containment sector. I'll put in a request with Pope.
Oh, those outfits. Hello? I'll just take that for now. This doesn't seem quite as obnoxious as, like, some of the RPG, like, basically the systems that are just there to make the game longer. AAA slop. I'm not articulating myself very well. Okay, these are basically little grinds. Okay.
I heard the Hiss attack the power plant. Brings up a lot of new questions. Are they communicating? Coordinating? What about the plant that attracted them?
The power plant is largely confidential. No use guessing the Hiss's motives if we don't even know what kind of energy it uses.
What do you mean? It has to be a fusion reactor. There's no other way to create that kind of energy output, right? They say the new director can launch objects up to 20 feet.
Bullshit. We've never recorded any distance over 5.
Obviously, you never read the P6 data.
To the elevator. If we can't trust a weird janitor, who can we trust?
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
So it looks like part 2 of Quantum Break might not have actually, it might have actually gone through.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
Okay, we don't have the clearance for that yet.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
Nope. You can't mess around there. So they, if Ordinary was mentioned in American Nightmare, that means they had the idea for some kind of game that became Control like that far back.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
There are so many fire extinguishers, and it still feels like there's not enough. Huh? Okay, there were just not as many guys there as the first time. There's a lot to do. I will be needing to take a little a trip to the little person man's room in a second. Oh, thank God.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop.
He has the same haircut as Beaker.
I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ahti here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ahti. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yeah. You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, että this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ahti.
hell up?
Yep. Burn the trash. Throw it into fire. Burn it all. Burn it into a reindeer, not into a moose.
Okay. Very helpful.
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty. Keep the lights on.
I feel like she didn't need that advice that the power plant exploding is bad.
Director before me. I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it. Didn't trust it. Didn't want to rely on it. Northmoor was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more. Until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end. Contain the situation. Northmoor never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmoor. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
Okie dokie. It's him again. Never mind. Where is it? Can I help you, sir? Ooh, we have alternate gun We have more gun. Something I forgot to read. Right, taking a shit. Hey, why is this bathroom so much bigger? I wonder, actually. Aha! They definitely, like, I know it's not the sole inspiration, but they definitely consulted the fucking SCP Wiki for like, some inspiration here. Ah! What? Nope. Sorry. There was an achievement popping up that was annoying the shit out of me. Can't go this way. Is this the way to go or no? No. We'll go to HR if necessary. Okay.
So I just read this. Welcome to the Ranger Field Training course. The course must be completed in the specified amount of time. When you're ready to start, press the button. Is that all, or?
I always did love obstacle courses.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Seconds remaining. Failed. Try again, Ranger. Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
That's not doing much better.
45 seconds remaining. Seconds remaining. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Okay, I need to.
Course failed. Try again, Ranger.
He's genuinely upset about that. It's missing on the
starting in 5, 4.
It's having to wait for the telekinesis to reload that's fucking me up.
Go. 60 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Course failed. Course complete. Try again, Ranger.
Fuck you, awkward voice recording. Guessing this isn't usually part of the course.
Oh, I missed that, sorry. You failed. You won.
It's protecting itself. I need to hit it harder to break that shield.
Yeah! Nope. Nope. Hold the phone. Blood occasionally emerges.
Time to have a shield.
Didn't need to pop my shield for that at all. Good job. Where were we going? Oh, I missed this, sorry.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
Time for more lore.
Adi is gonna be so pissed. When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this baby back down to a safe temperature. I hope.
What do you know about the hiss?
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the hiss haven't completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought. Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads. In any case, they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. They want to make my life harder?
What do you do here, Arish?
Security chief of the maintenance sector. I make sure all the weird shit down here doesn't bother the maintenance crews. Learned everything I know from Salvador, the best security agent this bureau has ever seen.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder just because we fix pipes instead of writing memos, but I gotta be honest, These are the bravest people in the goddamn building. I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks. They say what they mean. I like that. What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got 2 very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever, ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah. It's all part of the job.
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. That thing is director only. Salvador told me by the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You modded or something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new is our best bet.
Do you know this Ahti guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. He probably knows more than anyone else around here, if you can make sense of what he's saying.
Any idea where he's from? I'm guessing Sweden.
He's from where he's from. Look, there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
I should be going.
Right. You got a lockdown to lift.
I'd say another half hour or so, and then we'll call it for the evening. But I believe this is further than I made it when I played this 5 years ago, so we're making decent progress.
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the old victims inside the plant has to save it.
Coming game reminder. What? Well, there's a pain in my tummy. So, I think what we'll do is that we'll put a pin in this. And I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow. I don't know how the convention's going to play out. But, yeah, that'll do us for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by as usual. Thank you for the, thank you for the subs. And, yeah, that's about it. Everybody take easy and stay safe.